Hey y'all, it's Crystal. Welcome back, or welcome if you are new. Thanks for stopping by. It's been a little time. It's a book haul. It's a book haul. It's a really big book haul today. I have no excuses for my actions. But I just had that itch. You know, when you get the itch, you gotta scratch it. So I put like a book outload order in. I had some Amazon gift cards just burning a hole in my wallet. And what else am I gonna buy through Amazon but books, right? And then just today, this morning, my library had a big library book sale. And it's been like a couple of years since they've had one, you know, because of COVID and everything. So they finally had another one. And I went and I got a lot of books. Bought a lot of books this morning. So I'm gonna just show you all the books I've just bought. I don't know. I like to see what books people are buying, so I'm gonna show you what I bought. Alright, for first, I'm gonna start with my Nightworms package because I don't think I showed it in one of my weekly wrap-ups like I usually do. And if it's a duplicate, then I do apologize, but we got Certain Dark Things by Silvia Moreno Garcia. I think is a vampire story. And set in Mexico City. And then Sundial by Catcher on Award. Very excited for this one. I love these colors of this cover. Ugh, looks so good. Hearing pretty good things about this one so far. So, yeah, that was a good package. So, the book outlet order. You know, sometimes they send you these emails and you're just enticed. You're enticed. And I was... enticed. So let's dig into what I got. I got The Lamb Will Slaughter the Lion by Margaret Kiljoy. This has been on my radar for a while and saw it there. It sounds weird and right up my alley. Some Flannery O'Connor short stories. A Good Man's Hard to Find in Other Stories with an introduction by Lauren Groff. So yeah, I'm excited for this. I've not read a lot of Flannery O'Connor, honestly, so I think I need to do that. Another story collection. I bought a lot of short story collections. I Hold a Wolf by the Ears by Laura Vandenberg. Just some more strange stories. Again, right up my alley. Burning Girls and Other Stories by Veronica Shanos. The cover. Stunning. It's a great cover. Those sound great. I picked up 3 books on the Monster Street series. I've just been wanting to dig into these and saw these there. So this one's what? Camp of No Return. These are all by J.H. Reynolds, by the way. Camp of No Return, The Halloweeners, and The Boy Who Cried, a Werewolf. Just really fun covers. Super fun. So I'll get into those at some point. This is a book I'm going to add to my list of books to go through that have characters with Down syndrome. This was on the list. So Dear Blue Sky by Mary Sullivan. This is a middle grade story. We're following a young girl and her family, and I think it involves like the Iraq War somehow too. So I'll give that one a go. Try it out. Oops. Books are falling. Hey, another short story collection. I'm Waiting for You and Other Stories by Kimbo Young. This author's someone I've been wanting to try, and why not 3 short stories, right? And I didn't have on my shelf is Life Before Man. So just add that to my collection. I like that cover. It's like a woman, but then I think this is like a spine. Okay. Let's see. Blindness by Jose Saramago. I have a feeling this one will devastate me a little bit. I remember seeing this movie, and it was Ooh, it was rough. Oh, it had some tough scenes. But I'm going to give it a go. I'm about to add to my Neil Gaiman collection is Fortunately the Milk, with illustrations by Chris Riddle. This is just one of his kids' books with the really fun illustrations in. One for my Stranger Things collections is this 6 graphic novel written by Jody Houser, who does a lot of their graphic novels. So we're going to follow number 6. Very excited. And then I think finally, maybe not finally, but a couple more. The Past is read by Catherine and Valente. I heard really good stuff about this. I want to say from Catara Biblio Obscura's channel. I think she really liked this one, from what I remember. Slim little thing. Ooh, reach down a bit here. Okay. Another for my Neil Gaiman collection is Instructions. This has illustrations by Charles Vess. This is more of a children's story. Looks like there's a giant in there. Okay, my friend Kelly sent me this one, Valentine by Elizabeth Wettmore. I remember when this one came out, it was kind of getting some mixed things, but I'll give it a go. I think it's about a woman who I think is like raped, and then I think people are not believing her in the town. I think it takes place in like 1976. This cover though is just stunning, yeah. Okay, so I think that was my book outlet haul. It's a lot. It was a lot. This is some Amazon pickups. Again, you get those people give you gift cards because they don't know what else to get you, and so I turn those gift cards into books. I'm trying to dig through V. Castro's books. I picked up Misty's of Blood, which is her short story collection. A short story collection of nightmares, dreams, desires, and visions of the Chicana experience. I'm down. I'm down for whatever she's got going on. I picked up the Deloriad by Missouri Williams. It's like, will I love this or will I loathe it? The only way to find out is to read it. So something has wiped out like everyone from the planet basically, except this like really small group of people, and they are kind of trying to sustain themselves, and there's a lot of like inbreeding because there's literally just like a handful of people left, and so through the years like the people are becoming more sort of deformed and all that kind of stuff, and I think there's this mother that's kind of over everything and controlling everybody. I don't know. It seems weird, which is I love weird stuff. And then 2, I'm just very curious how I'm gonna feel about it. Will it just give me the ickies or not? We'll see whenever I actually read it. Itza by Rios de la Luz, excuse me. Whoa, stuff's falling. This is about witches. I mean, that's all I really need to know. We got examines the lives of a small family of water witches living near the U.S.-Mexico border. So, that's all I needed to know. Amazing cover, even the back. So good. Some more short stories. Lesser known monsters of the 21st centuries by Kim Fu. I want to say I saw this on Jen Campbell's channel also. Let's see. In the 12 Unforgettable Tales, the strange is made familiar and the familiar strange. That's all I need to know. I picked up Kathy Koja's Velocities, and yeah, it's a story collection. Because I want to read more Kathy Koja, so picked that up. And then lastly, I picked up Skin Food by Type A. This is a recommendation from Rachel over at the Shades of Orange. She enjoys this one, and I wanted to give it a go. So when the hater dies, their hatred lives on. Tyson and Lana are on a summer break in Seoul. They link up with a couple of college friends. They have a crazy night. Something happens. Gangshi rise from the dead and take to the streets of Seoul. So that sounds fun. So that's my little Amazon order that I put in. So let's dive into the library sale, because that's the bulk of it. Here's one bag. Those books just fell over, of course. So, whoa, get some of that stuff out of the way. I didn't find a lot of horror at the book sale, though. I was kind of bummed. I was really hoping I could find some cool old paperbacks or whatever. And I really didn't find much, but that's okay, because I still found 3 bags worth of books. So, I did pretty good. I did find another Eva Ibbotson book, though, called Dial a Ghost. This is a middle grade. I've got a couple of Eva Ibbotson's books on my shelf, and it just looks... This one sounded really fun. So these kids are looking for a few frightening ghosts to haunt the family home and perhaps accidentally scare their young cousin and heir, Oliver, to death. The ladies at Dial a Ghost Agency have the perfect match. So that sounds so cute. Another middle grade I picked up was Rabbit Hill by Robert Lawson. This is a Newbery winner. So it's about, I hope rabbits don't die in this. Oh, gosh, I don't know. Well, we'll see, I guess. So I did find one kind of old school horror paperback, and it was a Ramsey Campbell, The Hungry Moon. Sounds pretty fun. It's a quiet little town called, what's it called? Doesn't say. Okay. Oh, Moonwell, excuse me. Where people have gathered for Midsummer's Eve to decorate a cave with flowers, echoing ancient Druid customs. And there comes an evangelist, a spellbinder, to halt this pagan activity. That's no fun. First, he puts a stop to dissent, and then he enters the pit to vanquish the forces that lurk there. Only a few resist him, battling the rising fanaticism of the town. Only a few understand what really happens in the pit. Only a few worry about the spreading darkness and the nearness of the nuclear missile base. Okay. Okay. All right. This is from 1986. Okay. That sounds fun. Okay, Ramsey. Alright. I've heard a lot of people talk about this one, and I thought I'd give it a go. All the Ugly and Wonderful Things by Bryn Greenwood. I've heard it's kind of devastating. So, right up my alley. A short story collection. Seems to be the theme of the day. In the Valley of the Kings by Terrence Holt. I think there's a lot of speculative type stories in here. Let's see. Leaps across genres and millennia, from small town America to deep space. So yeah. And it's a pretty rad cover. That's pretty sweet. Where are all these books gonna fit on my shelf? You don't ask me. Don't ask me one bit, because I don't know. I actually had a bunch of these. I don't know if someone got rid of their whole collections of these, the best of science fiction, big anthologies that they put out every year. But I picked this one up because it has a Kathy Koja story in it. So I said, what the heck? Yes, there was Greg Egan was in here, William Gibson, Kim Stanley Robinson. So yeah, some other great other authors in there too that I'd be interested in. Oh, I was excited to find Bluebird by Attica Locke. I have been wanting to read this one. I know sort of a crime, thriller type story. It sounds pretty cool. Set in like Texas, and it has this I think a black man who's a Texas Ranger. It sounds great. So I was excited to find that one. Bonk. I was pretty stoked to find this hardcover of 11/22/63 by Stephen King. I'm not a super snob about having to have King hardcovers, but when I do come across one in the wild, I enjoy. That's fun, right? This is one I have not read by him, so now I have it. Whenever the time comes that I'm ready to read this 1,000,000-page book. Ooh. Whoa. There's just books everywhere. Put it down here. Okay. I was really excited to find this one too, Hinch, by books falling everywhere. Natalie Zena Walshots. Scott over at Book Invasion, I think, liked this one. I don't remember now, but it definitely has been on my radar that I wanted to check this one out. So yeah, nice hardcover. So score. The Convalescent by Jessica Anthony. I don't know what a thing about this one because there is really no blurb, but this cover drew me right in. It's amazing. Can you tell? Like a woman, and then there's and then it's like one of those weird ones, so it's short, and if you take that off, it has this cool butterfly. Pretty cool. It does have a blurb by Catherine Dunn, so I was like, it might be my kind of weird. I'll check it out. If nothing else, that cover is just is pretty amazing, honestly. Okay, what else? And funnily enough, I found another Jose Saramago book there called Death with Interruptions, and this sounds great. It's one day, like, basically people just like they don't die anymore, and so the basically repercussions of that. And then at the bottom here it says, Death sits in her chilly apartment where she lives alone with her scythe and filing cabinets and contemplates her experiment. What if no one ever died again? What if she became human and were to fall in love? So that sounds exciting. And this is translated from Portuguese by Margaret Yule Costa. It sounds pretty great, actually. I did find a few mangas. I found episode 1. Volume 1 of Blood on the Tracks by Shuzo Oshimi. Heard a lot about this one. Thought I'd give it a go. Pick up a secondhand copy, give it a go, right? And also, I found the first volume of Attack on Titan by Hajime Isayama. I think this is like space horror, from what little I know about it. And then number 1 for Parasite by Hitoshi Iwaka. Very cool. I mean, this cover alone is like, yeah, I'm interested in that. That sounds cool. I know this is a horror manga too. It's funny, this actually came from a Loot Crate. Alrighty. A couple more in this bag, my friends. Something completely different. A Beverly Clear that I didn't have on my shelf. This is The Luckiest Girl. And this is about a 16-year-old. So it's a bit of a, an older character. So I really just read her younger character stuff. So we'll check it out. Let's see. Ghosts by Raina Telgemeier. I have Smile by her too that I have not read yet. This is a graphic novel. I think this family moves into town and learns that the town's full of ghosts. Sounds so cute. And I love the art style for her books. Okay, a few more in that bag. Book 2 of the Red Rising series, Golden Sun. Have I read book 1 yet? No. Don't worry about it. Mind your business. The Witch's Boy by Kelly Barnhill. This sounded amazing. It's a middle grade story. Looks like there's like 2 twins that somehow they get sort of split up, and there's a bandit king, and like one of the Ned's mother's a witch, and I don't know. It just sounded really cool. So definitely picked that one up. And then I found this one, The Faceless Ghost and Other Macabre Tales from Japan. Sean Michael Wilson, illustrated by Michiru Morikawa. It's got about 6 or so stories in here that are just sounded fun. So I picked it up. Bag number 2. Again, mind your business. Don't worry about what I'm doing. Oh gosh. Bowl of Heaven and Shipstar. So now I'm like, are these 2 books in the Bowl of Heaven and Shipstar? Thrilling is interstellar odyssey set in a not too distant future. Gregory Benford and Larry Niven. Larry Niven wrote like The Ring World and all that. She chunky. But space opera. Space opera. I was excited to find this. This is called Kaleidoscope. It is an anthology of diverse YA science fiction and fantasy stories, edited by Alyssa Krasnostein and Julia Rios. I don't know, it just sounded really cool. Like on the back, what do a disabled superhero, a time-traveling Chinese-American figure skater, and a transgender animal shifter have in common? They're all stars of Kaleidoscope stories, so that just sounds really fun. I don't read tons of YA stuff, but that sounded really cool. As does this one. This one was on my radar. A Phoenix First Must Burn. This is another sort of anthology edited by Patrice Caldwell. 16 stories of black girl magic, resistance, and hope, full of awesome authors. Justina Ireland, L. McKinney, Elizabeth Acevedo, Rebecca Roanhorse, Danielle Clayton, Ibiza Boy. I mean, yeah, all kinds of folks in here. So I'm so excited. This cover is so cool. It's so pretty. So I'm super psyched for that. Okay, I found Joanna Russ's The Female Man. This has been on my radar for a little while, and I saw it there, so I grabbed it, of course. I think 4 women from like different kind of like timelines, or what do they call them here? Different versions of Earth come together, and they're all different, of course, because they come from different versions of Earth. But I'm gonna see how it is. I'm gonna give it a go. Has anyone read it? Let me know. It just sounds cool. I found book 2 of The Land of Stories. This is The Enchantress Returns. These are by Chris Colfer. This is a middle grade fantasy series. I have book 1 on my shelf. So I saw book 2 sitting there, so I went ahead and picked it up, of course. And just amazing covers. They're so cool. I've heard, amazing things about this series. So yeah, that's exciting. Look at that Russell prose. I found a John Fulls book. Is it The Magus? I don't know. Is she another big one? That's a daring literary thriller rich with eroticism and suspense. Okay, that's really all I need to know on that one too. Russell. A couple more out of this bag. I saw Armistead Maupin's Tales of the City. I've never read this. Ollie over at Criminal mentioned this one recently, and it kind of brought it back to my radar. I remember watching a series about this though. I think they showed it on PBS growing up when I was maybe like in my teen years or so. I remember really liking that, so I'll give it a go. And lastly, out of that bag is Serena by Ron Rash. I read Ron Rash is one of those sort of Appalachian authors that, I'd like to dig into more of his work. I've read, I think, one other thing by Ron. I think I only read one thing so far, The Cove, which was really good. So Serena, I don't even really know what Serena's about, but it's one of those books that doesn't have much of a blurb. Okay. Gothic tale of greed, corruption, and revenge with a ruthless, powerful, and unforgettable woman at its heart, set amidst the wilds of 1930s North Carolina and against the backdrop of America's burgeoning environmental movement. Okay. I think this one has been turned into a movie, but I have not watched that. And then, let's see, the rest of these are Star Wars books. So I picked them up because, what the heck. I picked up this one, Dark Force Rising, Timothy Zahn. And this is book 2, but I have book... or book 1 too, Heir to the Empire. Of this, particular, series, I found this one here, Champions of the Force. This is Volume 3 of the Jedi Academy's trilogy. Now, I'm someone, I didn't read Star Wars books growing up, and I've kind of wondered why I never did, because I do enjoy Star Wars. Did I just not realize they existed? I don't know why I never really got into Star Wars books, but I found some really cool old hardback ones. This is The Crystal Star by Vanda in Mcintyre. Look at that awesome cover. Who is this in the background? Sounds cool. I found a Darth Maul Shadowhunter by Michael Reeves. Darth Maul's cool shit, so definitely read that one. The Courtship of Princess Leia by Dave Wolverton. Look at that cover. Isn't that great? And then I found The Approaching Storm. This is an Alan Dean Foster one. Lord of mercy. So let's say this is a prologue to episode 2. So it looks like we've got Anakin and Obi-Wan featured in here with whoever this cool looking chick is. So, phew. I think that's it. I've got a pile of books around me now. Whew. But that's fine. Again, books give me joy. And why am I going to deny myself joy? You know what I'm saying? So, alrighty. Friends, if you made it this far, thanks so much for checking out my big ass book haul. And let me know if you bought anything lately. Is your library starting to do library sales again? Because they're always so fun. Because you never know what you're going to find. And let me know what you've been picking up lately. Or if you've read any of these and recommend them, of course, let me know. If I need to push them up to the forefront of the TBR, of course, let me know. Thanks so much for your time and watching. I was so appreciative. And that's going to do it for me today. Till next time. Bye, friends.